I swear it was not me. If I had to take um, credit for such a nefarious unpluggage, we had nothing to do with it. It just so happens that we were talking about it at the same time. Good morning, everyone. And welcome back to Coffee and Headlines. We're going to tread so carefully today. I feel like Elmer Fudd. You know, it's like be very, very quiet. We're not going to talk about a certain social media operation just in case we happen to have anything to do with the cosmic happenings of yesterday. And we'll get into that in a second. But first, welcome back to Coffee and Headlines. Today is Tuesday, October 1st. It would have been my mother's birthday today. I don't know which one, but she was awesome. She was a great friend. But anyhow, here we are, Coffee and Headlines, our favorite morning get together live here on Facebook, where we examine headlines from our city, from our country, from our state. We want to know what is going on, and boom, here we are. Here we are. So we're going to pretend like yesterday didn't happen, and we'll see how things go today. If you happen to be new while we're watching and you want to let us know that you are new, just write the word new in your comments and we'll give you a cheery welcome. And if you have something truly important that you wish to bring up today, to add the letter Q to your comment, just be mindful of the fact that if we start talking about you know who, and all of a sudden the whole thing implodes, well, maybe that'll teach us a lesson. But first, let us get through our news, and we'll take it from there. How about that? And of course, that was the wrong introduction, but as long as we're okay, no. Let's try this again. I need to aim better at my controller. So I'm going to try this one more time, and I'm actually going to look at the button that I'm supposed to push. Push. Watch me. Bam. I tell you, my index finger is really working against me this morning. I must have poked it somewhere where I shouldn't have. Well, As I said, it wasn't us, it wasn't me, but yesterday it was so weird that we had just commented on the Facebook whistleblower, and the network went down and remained down for almost 8 hours. And of course, we're talking about Facebook plus Instagram plus WhatsApp. I mean, the networks had come down before, but never quite like they came down yesterday. Of course, the New York Times published a comprehensive article on just how much of our lives are interconnected or is interconnected with these platforms, and how a service disruption like yesterday's can have a huge impact in the lives of many around the world. But hopefully it's over, and we're going to continue moving forward with things that are concerning to us, of course. As we reported this past Saturday, Mexico's Federal Consumer Attorney's Office, or Procuraduría Federal del Consumidor, or simply Profeco, began recalling instant soups of many different brands from supermarket shelves after coming to the conclusion that their labels are deceitful. I love this quote that I'm going to share right now from Profeco Director Ricardo Sheffield Padilla, who summarized the situation by saying, and I quote, "You get more chicken by actually kissing one than in some of those soups. Where is my boom when I need it? I tell you, I've misplaced it. Where are my sound effects this morning? Luna has been playing with my system here." Anyhow, Profeco also took issue with the styrofoam packaging used by these companies, as it takes many years for it to biodegrade. So there you have it. Go buy them while you can. This could be the ending of styrofoam ramen soup as we know it. And that's basically it. Jalisco this past Sunday received a new shipment with over 500,000 COVID-19 vaccines to continue with the process of vaccinating individuals 18 years of age and over through the entire state. There is still no information available for new vaccination campaigns for those who may have yet to receive any vaccines, but these are scheduled to be announced sometime this month, they said. Hopefully this will be the case. And I have some good news, at least for some. Uber has announced that its workers, or their workers, can now register for Social Security, extending medical service for them and their families, along with the right to a retirement fund. While I do doubt that there are many Uber drivers here at Coffee and Headlines, I'm pretty certain that many of us are frequent users of the service, and I hope that this move will entice many drivers to remain in or return to the platform in the future, as we seem to be experiencing a shortage of drivers here in Puerto Vallarta as of late. I don't know about you, but I don't get ready to rush out the door anymore when I call an Uber driver. I do it like just as I'm getting ready to take my shower, because I know that now they usually take about 15 minutes to show up. Anyhow, now we do shift over to the weather to see what we have in store. I love this. Is Blue Origin just an elaborate plot to give Captain Kirk a better death than the one we got in Star Trek Generations? This is the question posed by our snarky weather program today. We don't have an answer for this, but of course we know that what's important is that we are enjoying 27 degrees Celsius of temperature right now. It feels like 31. Humidity is at 87%. And for those of us, or those of you that speak Fahrenheit, you may want to know that we are enjoying 81 degrees of temperature right now in Fahrenheit. Our weather forecast says possible light rain in the evening with light and variable winds, a high temperature of 32, low temperature of 24. Tomorrow, Wednesday, will be humid and partly cloudy through the day, high temperature 33, low temperature 24. And Thursday will be a humid day, humid throughout the day with a high temperature of 33, low temperature of 23. I have two more headlines before we pick up where we left off yesterday. I received a couple of messages saying, well, you are going to tell us about Boys on Fire today, aren't you? And of course, we are. But first, let me tell you some feel good news. And I love these. Check out this awesome photograph. I just love this report coming from Nuevo Vallarta. Apparently, it was dawn, maybe last night or the day before, and hundreds of unsupervised eggs, turtle eggs, came to life with hatchlings appearing from nowhere. A security guard captured the images we see here, and he found himself alone watching the beach at the Royal Luma Hotel when he noticed that some birds and raccoons began to get up close to the hatchlings, and no authorities came to the rescue. So he took it upon himself to help them reach the ocean without harm. I wish we knew the name of this individual, because it would have made for a more complete, more beautiful story if we knew who we should be congratulating on this. And the last, almost selfish news item that I have to share with you has to do with the one opera that I'm truly excited about in the upcoming season of the Metropolitan Live Operas. It has premiered in New York. Of course, we're talking about Grammy Award winning jazz musician Terence Blanchard's Fire Shut Up in My Bones, the first opera ever performed by the Met by a Black composer. The New York Times offers a wonderful discussion of the work by two renowned critics. The opera is based on the eponymously named 2014 memoir by American journalist Charles M. Blow, and it will be screened as part of the Met's live opera schedule on October 23rd. And Conjunto Santander in Guadalajara has not made it official, and I'm just sitting here just hurting myself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just waiting for this to happen. So hopefully that'll be the case, and hopefully we'll be able to make it to Guadalajara to enjoy this broadcast. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be, and if it isn't, then it isn't. So now we find ourselves at the very same moment where yesterday we had a little glitch. So we are going to pick up from where we were yesterday. I was beginning to tell you about my experience Sunday night at the Palm Cabaret and Bar, where I enjoyed the first presentation of my friend Sebastian Coronel's male review, Boys on Fire. And I have to tell you, I had such a great time. Let me start by playing a little supercut that I put together, and I believe this is where things imploded yesterday, but we are going to play it nonetheless and hope we hope things don't implode. And there you have it. That was a little bit of a taste. I didn't want to play this with the original music because, of course, we don't want to get ourselves in trouble with YouTube and all that fun stuff. But this was fun. This was a lot of fun. And let me tell you why I liked it. I liked it because, again, whereas there are a number of performers that don't know what to do with themselves, I admire the fact that my friend Sebastian and his colleagues decided to put something together that was brand new and came out of their own inspiration, their own choreographies. They teamed up with a couple of vocalists from the Palm, or that perform at the Palm, to incorporate some singing into the performance. And you'd think you'd get bored after watching, five guys twirling on stage. And but no, I mean the choreographies were fun. They were inventive. The timing of the show was good. There were some women in the house, of course, and women got all the attention, as you noticed from a couple of snippets in the broadcast. So would I recommend it? Hey, if you want to get some eye candy and you want to have some fun, absolutely. It will, of course, be the same situation as we've said in the past. If you are ready to be in an enclosed environment with certain number of people and enjoy some eye candy, you'll have a great time. If you are not ready to feel comfortable in an enclosed place with a certain number of people, then this may not be a show for you. But kudos for them to for coming up with something brand new, um, and oh shit, I don't want to get ugly. No, I'm not going to get ugly. Well, no, I will say, I understand that these venue owners derive all, if not all, most of their income from tourists. And somehow, in the divine order of things, something or someone has decided that all tourists want to enjoy is revival shows. So, but there's more to life than revival shows. And I do hope that somehow, the venue owners will consider this and they will schedule other types of entertainment as well. And that's the news. Let me take a quick look at your comments so that we can see what everyone is up to this morning. Um, as always, I love watching all your good mornings. They are very, very much appreciated. Um, Ryan is back from Chevy Chase, Maryland. Your remark the other day about things being more spicy here than in Chevy Chase made me laugh. And I replied privately that Chevy Chase, Maryland doesn't seem like a spicy place to me. I spent a lot of time there many, many years ago. But thank you for joining us, Ryan. It's good to see you. Uh, did anyone else go through withdrawal? Asks Paula. Well, I mean, again, there's the use of the social networks for pleasure, but then there's the use of the social networks for a living. I mean, we make our living on Facebook. So, it was definitely food for thought. It was definitely something that we contemplated through the day. Let's see what else. Luna, you're getting all the credits this morning. She's busy with her Panama Papers or whatever it is. Apparently, Luna came up in a list of people that have invested in some place out in the islands or whatever. So she's tied up with her law team right now. Let's see what we have. Do. Maybe it made people realize how dependent they are on social media. Well, yeah, absolutely. Uh, Boys on Fire was excellent Sunday. Well done show. Craig, I didn't know you were there, but I'm glad that I was not the only one there. Obviously, I was not the only one there. There were like 70 people in the house. They had a great, great turnout. Um, let's see what else we have. Dun, 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 dun. Mm. Lots of chit chat, not a lot of cues. Let's see what else we have. Yes, bravo to the person who helped the turtles reach the water. I just wish these reporters would find a way to paint the whole picture, you know, and so that we could know exactly who did these things. But that's just me. Let's see what else we have. James asked, this doesn't have a cue, but it is important. Are they requiring proof of vaccination anywhere in Puerto Vallarta, or is that just here in California? We are not requiring proof of anything, but it doesn't hurt to have your paperwork in order if you find yourself here. And this is a sad but important reflection. The saddest thing is that Maruchan soups are cheaper for poor people than tortillas just like soft drinks are cheaper than bottled water. Yes, that is absolutely true and absolutely sad. Dun, 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 dun. Uh, Luna and I put this intro together thinking precisely of you. I hope you get to see more of my kitty cat. And yes, we will feature Luna as long and as often as she will allow me to. Uh, let's see what else. John says, there I was watching Paco yesterday, then bam, the apocalypse. The world went dark, so I went to the taco stand and stuffed my face because the end was near. That's the way to go, John. That's the way to go. When the end of the world comes, what do? We fly to the nearest tacos al pastor joint and we just stuff ourselves silly. Or at least that is the way I feel. Um, Michael chimes in. It was a great show. Yes, lots of eye candy. There you go. It was a pleasure to meet you in person, Michael. Thank you again for reaching out to me. And this is what we have. I don't see any cues, so I think we are done with our broadcast. Unless you have any last minute questions or comments that you wish to share, it is always a pleasure to get together with you here at Coffee and Headlines. And I'm hoping that the glitch from yesterday was just an isolated situation, of course. And I hope that the directives of Facebook didn't lose that many millions or billions of dollars in stock or whatever it is that they do or they don't do. As always, it's a pleasure to see you. Tomorrow we'll be back. Wednesday, hump day. We don't know exactly what's going to happen tomorrow. Yesterday we went a little bit out of rhythm because of the shutdown. But we'll see what we have ready for you tomorrow. Between today and tomorrow, or the next time we get together, I hope you'll stay kind. I hope you'll stay awesome. I hope you'll stay healthy and you'll take good care of yourselves and your loved ones. And last but not least, I hope you will stay in touch. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you soon.